Hello, scrappers. Nice overcast day today. They say we got rain coming in tonight, tomorrow. So, been out here loading the trailer last few days. Been running around this morning. So, kind of got to this point now. I got some holes in here I need to fill in. So, I'm gonna, not sure how big a hole I got over here. I can scoop it. Oh yeah, I got a bit of room over here. So, as you can see right now, I've got 4 mowers on the bottom, a couple up there on top, and I've got the Dynamark over there. I'll pull the motor off of that in a little while, and I think I can put it right here where I'm standing. So that'll give us 5 on the bottom. I'm going to try to put 6 on top. So, give us a little more. But like I said, right now I got to fill in some holes. I got this, I got one over there right now with the motor off of it. I could put it on any time. And this one here, I think the motor's just sitting on it, so I'll dump it off of there and get rid of it and get the wire off of it, and then it'll probably go up on top of the load along with that other one over there. And then well, I'm not sure if that one will go right there. That might be one of the last 2 I put on, because the other ones, where they're sitting, I think I can kind of overlap them a little bit. The first one, that one on the far side, definitely overlap because there's no tires or wheels on the front, so it sits pretty low. This other one on the left is kind of iffy, but might be able to. If that one didn't have a mowing deck on it, I could get it over far enough. I could probably put one in the middle. But I've got that one there. It's got aluminum body, so I got to clean that up later. Yeah, I don't know if I showed in the last video that this area, I pushed everything back, made me some room, so I maybe start running the ad and start bringing stuff in. But I've got these push mowers here up here where I'm going to pull the motors off, get the handles off, and then throw the bodies in some of them holes I've got. Got to fill in some of the holes, and then I'll add some more, because I don't know how far I'll get today. And I think just before I get started tearing these down, so if you guys don't want to see my new toy that I just picked up, and you want to just see the teardown, just skip ahead in the video to where I'm pulling these motors off. Basically, I'll cut these cables, cut the pull cord, get it out of the way, and then flip it over, pull the blade off, and then the motor mounts, and then I'll bring them over here and drain them, which I always try to take a look at the oil. If it's got water in it, then I'll find something else to drain it into, because I'm trying to keep it water free so I can use the oil in my waste oil burner. I did order a new tip for that. The one I have has the numbers -4, and this one's got a -8, so I'm thinking maybe it'll use more oil and maybe burn hotter. So this is my new little toy that I just picked up. It's tagged until through next summer. Came with a deep cycle battery. I got it in there on the charger right now. But this is kind of nice. It's got a USB over here. It's got the round 12-volt hole over here. And there goes my phone. It's getting that phone number. It's probably somebody wants to go over my Medicare plan. I'm happy with what I've got. But I got the boat, a couple life jackets, a little 2-horse Mariner. I got to find out if that's 2-cycle or 4-cycle. I can run the serial number on it. Got a 36-pound thrust trolling motor. Got the battery box. I know some of these battery boxes are like $60. You know, with all, have all these extra plugs and stuff. Had the test light here. I tested it when I was in here, just the low light was coming on, so I put it on the charger. Put my little percentage meter on it, and it's saying, it was saying 67%, it's up to 70 something now. I'm kind of looking at this gunnel rail, and I'm kind of questioning, is that wide enough to put like a Scotty track on it? But it does have a Scotty mount right there for a pole holder, and it's got one back here on this side. And like I said, there's a little 2-horse outboard. So for some of these smaller lakes that we fish, I'm thinking this would be ideal. Got a little motor to troll around with, or I control with a trolling motor. And a gas motor will get me where I need to go, and then trolling motor while I'm there. Got a plastic prop, so I probably have to order a couple more props for that, just be on the safe side. So now I got to rig it out. I want to put a pole somewhere on the back, sticking up, maybe for, you know, running lights and whatnot, the white light, GoPro mount, and then I got to rig up the fish finder on here, which I don't know if I want to use the same fish finder that I've got for the other boat. I have to get a different transducer, that way I don't have to swap it back and forth. But this boat here is small enough I can just throw it in and out of the back of the truck, throw our gear in it and go. And being 12 foot, it'll fit in my 12-foot cargo trailer. So if we want to camp out overnight, I can slide it in there on its side. I want to put some tie downs in on that thing where I can slide it down on the side and strap it to the side wall. That way it doesn't take up a lot of floor space. So got some ideas for it. I'll have to kind of get out in it and fish with it. Yeah, it's going to be kind of tippy, as narrow as it is, but I'll get used to it. It can't be any worse than a canoe, right? So it's got its possibility. I came with, you know, a couple paddles, an anchor, which I've got 2 or 3 of those. I end up with a bunch of those somehow. And this thing is very light. Lift it with one hand. It comes with a couple of extra prop pins and extra cotter key for the prop. So kind of a cute little motor. Yeah. So I'm getting to be outboard poor here pretty soon. I need to get them running. But yeah, this. Okay, I guess get slow and choke down that way. So kind of a young kid I got this from. He said the motor doesn't go very fast, but I didn't. 2 horsepower, you don't expect that. It'll do 3-4 miles an hour, maybe with me and some gear in there. And he said he got out there, thought he wanted to do some fishing. He tried, and everybody else was catching fish around him, and he wasn't catching nothing. And, you know, several different times, I guess. So he just gave up. He's telling me all the money he spent on the boat and fishing poles and everything else. And I thought, yeah, you can spend a lot of money real quick. A lot of people don't know, but I think they quit making 10 and 12 foot aluminum boats. The cost of aluminum and everything, they're just not cost efficient. So I think about all you can get now is 14 foot and up. And even Academy, they want $2,000 for a 14-foot John boat for a new one. So I think this one will do me just fine for a small boat. And I've seen a few of these on Marketplace, but most of them don't have titles, you know. So in order to put it on the lake, you got to have a title so you can put your, you know, hull identification numbers on there. And Oreo, he's got to check things out, doesn't he? Okay, I'll quit gabbing and we'll get busy and get a couple motors popped off of there. I think a 36-pound thrust ought to probably push this boat as fast as that outboard. Possibly. I'll have to do a test on that. I got a little speedometer app on my phone, so when we get this out on the water, I'll give it a test, see how fast we go with the gas motor, and see how fast we go with the electric motor. Yeah, that battery I think it said 523, so the battery's not very old. Yeah, I was just curious when when it said it was saying low. I thought I need to get it on the charger so don't ruin it. But my daughter's boyfriend said, well, the date's recent enough. If it's not any good, take it in on warranty. I'm curious if these are collapsible paddles or if they're fixed in length. Probably fixed, but that's fine. I'll try to rig up something to hold them. And I got to get a couple fire extinguishers, one for this boat, one for the other boat. So, got a few odds and ends to get, and then do some rigging. So I'm going to set this up in the tripod, and we'll get busy on this motor. I was going to do this video yesterday, but time got away from me, and my wife had a doctor appointment in the afternoon. So when I got back, I really didn't feel in the mood to do a video. Zoom back here where you guys can see something. There we go. I got this old air conditioner frame that I've been setting them up on, that way I don't have to bend over quite so much. And like I say, to start with, I usually cut the cables. I'll be right back. I gotta check something. Okay, this one's got a couple bolts back here. Normally I just have to pull these little keeper pins, and we're good to go. If I can get a hold of them. Sometimes this one's a little bit. Usually pull the keeper pin and spread them or pull them together. This one here is spread. Most of them you pull together. There's those two pins. And now I think these are 7/16. Drop it, then try to get a hold of it again. Okay. Almost wondering, can I spread it far enough? Okay, I'm just going to set that one right here. I got these other mowers kind of in the way. And one thing, if you're maintaining your mower, you always want to tip it carburetor side up, which this doesn't even have a carburetor on it. But otherwise, you tip the other way, you might get gas or oil in your carburetor. So I don't want to tip it that way if oil is going to come through that way. But this one should stand on end with these big wheels. They'll kind of look like a base. A lot of times this nut here that holds the blades a 9/16. This blade doesn't look too bad of shape. I think it's bent. Hey, maybe not. That buzzes right off. I put the blades I put in short iron. So once that's off, then usually I go to 1/2 inch. Yeah. Nope. One's got this metal deal here. May have to hit it with a hammer, see if I can move it out of the way a little bit. Gotta grab my big hammer. Oh, it's right here. Should give me clearance. Usually just 3 bolts. Okay, so now Now take the motor over to one of these drain buckets. Pull the dipstick and let it drain. And move this out of the way. Not sure what you guys can see because I had the monitor turned around the other way. Yeah, this thing could be just a little bit bigger, but it's working. Got the cable, got the string. And here, yeah, we got this one will pull it in towards you. So they come off pretty easy. I'll get the 9/16 again. Swap back to the 1/2 inch. Almost be nice to have 2 impacts. Get one like that every now and then. That's good. They don't want to break loose. That one twisted off. That one finally twisted off. Oh yeah, if you got earbuds in, might turn your volume down. There we go. Okay, now I'll put that one on the other one to drain. Yeah, then later I'll have to go back and clean all the plastic off and stuff and get them ready for the melting pot. So that's about it for doing those. They don't take too long, and then I'll go find a hole that they'll fit in the trailer. So the little one over here with no back wheels on it, that'll probably fit better. Some of these big wheel ones take up a lot more space. I let them drain, and I need to dump my wheelbarrow. It's got 2 riding mower motors in it. So I was hoping to get the trailer loaded today where I could take it in tomorrow, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So I'm looking for Monday. I'll get it loaded up this weekend and maybe try to pull a bunch more motors off over the weekend. That way it won't take so long to get another load ready for next week. And I got to get around, unload the boat, figure out where I'm going to store it for right now. And then take that motor out to put it on the stand. Got to do some research, see if it's 2-cycle, 4-cycle. I think if it was 4-cycle, you'd be able to get in there and check the oil easily. So I'm thinking it's probably 2-cycle. 4-cycle, you got to put the oil in the motor, and 2-cycle, you mix it. So, But if you can't check the oil easily, then chances are that it's probably 2-cycle. So anyway, we'll find out. I want to thank everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, there's peanut butter over there by the trailer now. He sticks around, comes around now and then and sticks around for a while. My wife always wanted an orange cat, so he was orange and white, that's pretty close. Could have probably named him Sherbert, that would have worked too, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go find a hole for these on the trailer, and then we'll go from there. Drag that one out there, and then drag the other, and then come back and pull these other two off. I'll dump that wheelbarrow, and then on these little push mowers, I put about 5 motors in that wheelbarrow, then I take them out to the pile and dump them. Getting a pretty good pile, and it's going to probably be doubled in size by the time I get done. But clearing these mowers out, making some room. So get a little bit done here. About 3 hours, maybe of daylight left. Been selling some barrels today. I think I sold 5 barrels today, something like that. So not too bad of a day. Sold a few the other day. So they're selling. So we'll see you guys in the next video. You guys take care and happy scrapping. Bye bye.